Hello and welcome to the latest Lukozer retro game review video. And for this one, it is quite possibly one of the most infamous games ever released. This is Epic from Ocean, and yeah, this was a game that promised a hell of a lot and delivered on pretty much none of it. Now, at the time, graphically, yeah, it was okay, and there was a demo disc of it that circulated for quite some time before the game itself materialised. Now, the demo gave you pretty good expectations, but when the game came along, oh dear, they really weren't very subtle in as far as basically stealing ideas from everybody, because I mean, you've got the enemy ships look like Viper fighters, there you are, and the enemy cruisers look like Klingon ships from Star Wars. But Star Wars? Oh, for fuck's sake, what's wrong with my head today? Star Trek. I think I've just managed to piss off Star Trek and Star Wars fans in one go there. Anyway, the Viper fighters are from Battlestar Galactica, at least I remembered that one right. In fact, some of the larger ships, friendlies anyway, look rather like ships from Battlestar Galactica as well. So anyway, as we finally get to the point where we can start playing, yeah, you've had all the intro. Now, this introduction is pretty much what the demo disc that was around for, I mean, the demo must have been around for at least a year before the game finally materialised. I think it may have been around even longer than that. And yes, I must confess, I was one of those people who bought the game the day of release purely on the strength of oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I bought it purely on the strength of how good the demo was. Entry code. I haven't got an entry code. Booger all. God's sake, as you can see, it does take an awful long time to actually do anything. I'm sitting here waiting for it to start. I can't actually remember if the game was joystick or mouse controlled. It has been a while since I've played it, and then when I did play it, I tried to put it out of my memory. Right, so what have I got to do? Basically, all I've got to do is shoot all the enemies. And that's pretty much all you have to do from the start. It's just that, well, and you could see where that came from. That was straight from Star Trek. So again,
clear flight deck.
Complete rip-off. But they were so shameless about it, and it makes you wonder how the fuck they managed to get away with it, but yeah, they did. So anyway, that gold ship that's just left there, that's the one that I'm in. And the game was ridiculously easy, largely because in the instruction manual itself, it told you the cheat mode. And the cheat mode consisted of pressing one fucking key. And what that did was give you all of your weapons. Now, I don't seem to be firing anything, so I assume it's because I don't have a weapon selected. But I can't remember which of my weapons... Whoops. Looks like I've just taken a hit. Yeah, there's an enemy ship there. But I can't fucking fire at him. I think he ploughed into me there. How the fuck do I fire again? Okay, right, I'm switching through all the weapons now. I only want to use the laser. And I know there were other controls to use. It wasn't just the mouse or anything. Whoops. Okay, so it looks like to fire I have to hold down both mouse buttons. Of course, it would also help if I could find any enemy ships, because I don't seem to be moving at all. In fact, I'm not, because my speed is, which I think is V, velocity, is at 0. So let's find how I can speed up then. Well, I've done something, because the S has gone down to 0. Okay, looks like I turned my shields off by doing that. So I don't want to press A again. What I do want to do though is, oh, okay, I paused it. There we go. So P pauses the game. Okay. So the up, down, left, right, yeah, cursor keys change my display in the center console, which isn't any good to me, and looks like my time limit is running out and I haven't done anything yet. And the trouble is, if you lose the first mission, which I'm about to do, you cannot complete the game. So you have to right, so I've pressed enter on the keypad. That's the cheat mode. I'm not joking, that is the entire cheat mode activated by just pressing enter. Well, I seem to actually do, yeah, it does look like I am moving, but yeah, it doesn't look like it in the fucking display. Perhaps I should have reacquainted myself to the keyboard controls before I actually started doing this video. Then again, it's not that big a deal, because the game is awful. Okay, so speed up is actually the left mouse button, and the right mouse button is to fire. Okay. Alright, well now I seem to have buggered off and there's no sign of anybody anywhere. Come on, where are you all? Okay, so it's telling me to continue mission. Oh, well, I haven't stopped doing the mission. Please let that timer in my thing there be, yeah, okay, it looks like my time ran out there and I didn't do anything. Right. Well, looks like I've got a clone ready to go out again, so,
clear flight deck.
Yeah, okay. Well, now that I have a better idea of what the controls are, maybe I can do a bit better this time. I wouldn't bet on it, but you never know. Right, so here we are again. Okay, I think I can see an enemy up ahead there. So let's try and catch up with him. Oops, there he is. There we go. So that's one down. Is that it? Is that all of them? It don't look like there's any left. So is that all I had to do was take out that one? Well, let's fuel my ship up to maximum again. Right, well I can't see anything else around here, certainly nothing in the way of enemy ships, so maybe that means I've done what I was supposed to do. So let's make our way, where are we? Make our way through here. Unless what I'm meant to be doing is clearing a path. Oh, hang on. That's like a beacon type thing. Okay, no, it's not a beacon type thing. Well, let's just try blowing up everything then and see where that gets us. It looks like that may be what I'm doing. But now that I am doing this, I do seem to recall there was something about clearing away. And leaving those markers there. Right. Well, instead of telling me what controls are really not all that great. They go from one extreme to the other. They start off very sluggish and then suddenly they are hypersensitive. I think I destroyed that. That is destroyed it by shooting, not destroyed by running into the thing. Okay, weapons low. There you go. Let's refuel it. For the actual game to give you the cheat mode within the instruction manual is a bit ridiculous. Right, well, it seems as though well, whatever I was meant to do there, yeah, it didn't work. So it doesn't help that I can't remember what I'm supposed to do. It also doesn't help that I'm remembering just how shit this game was, you know, and I don't really have much desire to play it anymore. The thing is, after all the hype and everything, what you're seeing here is pretty much the whole thing. I mean, it's when it does eventually load, yeah, this is it. This is the entire game. Oh, you know, right, it's not, you know, just me going around shooting just one ship. There's a whole load of them. But I mean, in terms of the variation, there isn't any. It's this all the way through, and because it is so uninspiring and so bloody dull and boring and that, shock horror nobody was a fan of it. In the reviews, it got quite the mauling, with good reason. Graphically, if you take out the actual part where you're playing, it's pretty good, but once you actually see this part where you're actually playing it, it's and it just, you know, that just carries on and on and on throughout the whole game. It's just awful. I guess, you know, the idea of this game actually, you know, living up to the hype that it generated, and the Ocean generated, it was really never going to do it. And yet, well, clearly they didn't learn. And if anything, well, nobody has learned from it, because this is now pretty much the standard. Hype everything to death so that it has no hope of, you know, being as good as the expectations would have you believe. And you end up playing something that's absolute crap. And you wish you hadn't bothered with it. If you don't think that still happens, wait until December 16th. So what do I think of it? I think it's bloody awful. This really is a classic case of all polish and no substance of any kind. And it doesn't help that even on an Amiga, the game has visible slowdown, and it's hard to see why, because there's really not an awful lot happening. So the slowdown is ridiculous. But I mean, the final, like, you know, most ridiculous thing about it is the fact that when they released the game, they told you what the cheat mode was in the instructions. So if you read the instructions, you basically could not fail to beat the game, especially if you knew what you were doing, which I've forgotten, because I haven't played this game in at least 25 years, and I suspect it will be at least another 25 years before I do so again, if I ever do. Okay, head for planet, so it looks like I've destroyed enough. So okay, well, there's the planet. It looks like I've done it. There you go. Alright, so somehow I managed to do it. It was just a case of shoot everything. How great. So, well, we'll get to the next part of this. I think this is where you have to destroy their the communications array of the aliens that you're fighting against. So, right, let's have a look. It's that thing in the middle that we have to destroy. Of course, it helps if we can actually find it. Here it is. Well, it's around here. Try not to crash into the ground. Why am I going completely the wrong way? Well, either I'm too high up or too low down or whatever, but I can't see it. There it is. Now, how did I change my weapons again? Wasn't it Z or space? Or shift? No, it wasn't any of them. Was it 1, 2? No, was it F1? And F. Well, that view didn't help me one bit. they've identified me or what? Telling me to shoot the generator. Okay, so... Right, let's head in the right direction then. Obviously can't destroy that before... or until I've destroyed the generator first. The generator's up here. There it is. Right, so now I need to go back and destroy that, fuck it. Looks like I didn't do it in time. Now that means that you can't complete the game. Because, yeah, you have to destroy that communications dish before you can, well, in order to be able to complete it. So the fact that I haven't means that you now can't do it, but you still carry on through the game anyway. I think this is where you get to see the aliens. We have yet more showing off. So at the time, yeah, this looked great, but once you went beyond this, you saw that there really wasn't very much in the game at all. One thing they had changed between the demo and the game itself was that in the demo, the music was from Gustav Holst's Planet Suite. It was Mars. So it looks like they... Well, I don't know if they had to change it, because surely the Planet Suite was free for them to use under the 50-year copyright law. So, yeah, I don't know why they changed it, but they did change it. So, there we go. So, the objective failed, blah 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 blah. Basically, the enemy is now coming after us, and it means that this particular warship, the Battle Axe that we're on, does it. Well, I mean, it gets destroyed at some point anyway, but here it happens a hell of a lot earlier, and it means that you're fucked, basically. So anyway. I have no real desire to play this anymore because it's just more of the same. So how do I score it? I will score it 2 out of 10 because it does give a sort of atmosphere, I must admit that, and yeah, there is a fair bit of polish there, but the game itself is just so limited, stupidly easy when you remember what you're doing, and just, you know, and the final insult was the fact that it gave you the cheat mode in the instruction manual, which was simply press enter on the keypad. That's all you had to do, and you enabled the cheat mode, which was just stupid. So there we go. That's epic. Epic by name, but certainly not epic by anything else. 2 out of 10. That brings this video to an end, and we'll see you at the next one.